Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kiri here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to shape your beard using the Precision Pros and how to blend your beard using the Pro Fade Masters. Now you might be asking yourself, why two trimmers? And it's just like when you go to the barbers. You have one that specializes in detail, which is our Precision Pros, and you have one that specializes in blending, which is our Pro Fade Masters. So firstly, we're going to start by brushing the beard down. And this is just to make sure that we don't have any longer, loose hairs. The rule of thumb is you can either go a finger above your Adam's apple or 2 fingers above your Adam's apple. Personally, I like to go 2 fingers above my Adam's apple, just so it's a little bit higher. So we're gonna use our detailers. And just make sure to get behind the neck as well. You want to start off by getting the line first. And you can see how close the Precision Pro gets. Now to show you how to blend the beard using the Pro Fade Master. Now we're just going to start off by brushing the beard out. You can see there's a lever here and the lever is closed. Now when the lever is closed, this is as close as the clipper can get with no attachments. Now if we open it all the way, that's as long as the clipper can get with no attachments. Just for the video, I'm going to show you how to fade your beard if it was a 0. Now you can use any length, you can use a 0.5, you can use a 1, it's entirely up to you. But I'm going to show you how I would fade it if I was doing a 0. So we're going to start off with the lever closed all the way, and we're just going to create a line here, just where the sideburn is. Now you can visibly see there's 2 lines here, right? Now we're going to open the lever all the way and we're going to create another line just underneath this line here. Now you might not be able to see it, but there's a very faint line just here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go just in the middle, we're going to flick that very faint line out. So now we're going to create another line just underneath here. We're going to use our 3mm. So we're going to pop that attachment on and we're going to make sure the lever is closed all the way, and we're going to create another line. And you'll see there's a very faint line here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the attachment off. We're going to open the lever all the way and we're going to flick that faint line out. Okay, great. Now we're going to blend the rest out into the rest of the beard. So we're going to pop our 3mm attachment back on and we're going to keep the lever open all the way. And as you can see, it's really nicely starting to blend out. So now we're going to go a little bit closer and we're going to use our 4.5mm and we're just going to cover this area here. So lever closed and we're just going to cover that area. You can see how it really nicely blends out. Okay, now I tend to leave my chin area a little bit longer, so I'm going to use a 6mm. And we're just going to go over the chin area. Now I tend to also go a little bit shorter on the tache, just because my tache is quite thick. So I'm going to use a 4.5mm here. Now back to the detailers, we're just going to line up just underneath the tache. And as you can see, it's all really nicely blended, but we have to blend out the sideburn. So we're gonna go back to the clipper, no attachment, and we're gonna open the lever all the way, and you'll see it's already starting to blend out. And as you can see, it blends out really easy, and that's because my hair is quite short. Now, if your hair is longer, you just use longer attachments in the same way that we did going down the beard. Now, there's still a very faint line here, so we're gonna just go in the middle with the lever, so not fully closed, not fully open, just in the middle, and we're gonna flick that very faint line out. And you can see that's really nicely blended. Now for you guys that want to keep it natural on the top of the beard, you can simply just flick this out with the Pro Fade Masters. But for you guys that want to know how to get that really nice sharp detail on top of the beard, just like when you leave the barbers, I'm going to show you how to achieve that. Now firstly, we're going to tidy up just on top of the tash, and we're going to use our detailers. Now just coming down like this, just be careful not to come too low here, guys, otherwise you'll take off your tash. Now for you guys that want to shape your beard just using the detailers, that's absolutely fine. You would use the detailers coming in this direction, or you could even turn them and go in that direction. It's entirely up to you. They're designed to shape really close to the skin. But for you guys that want to get it super sharp, just like when you leave the barbers, I'm going to show you how to do that using the cut foot razor. But first things first, before using the cut foot razor, you need to apply some translucent shaving gel. And the reason why we use the translucent shaving gel is so we can see exactly where we're shaping, so we don't butcher the beard. And you want to allow the weight of the razor to do the work. So as you can see, just allowing the razor to do the work. I'm not pressing hard at all. It seems intimidating, but it's really not. It just takes a little bit of practice and patience. If you're using really sharp blades and you're using a shaving gel, you'll be absolutely fine. It just takes a little bit of practice. I'm going to do the same for this side. And as you can see, guys, really nicely groomed and detailed. Now, I tend to shape my beard 2 to 3 times a week using the detailers and using the cut foot razor. That just keeps my beard looking sharp and on point. And when it comes to length reduction and blending the beard, I tend to do this 1 to 2 times a week, depending if I'm going out, if I'm going to a party and I want it to look really sharp and on point. So it doesn't take me overly long to groom my beard, especially by having the right tools. So the detailers for lining up underneath the beard, the Pro Fade Masters for blending and length reduction, and then the cut foot razor for shaping the top of the beard. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Until then, talk soon.